With Subaru, you get Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand 7 years in a row. In fact, Subaru has won most trusted brand for more consecutive years than any other brand. No wonder Kelley Blue Book also picked Subaru as their best overall brand. Once again, it's easy to love a brand you can trust. It's easy to love a Subaru.
Get 1.9% APR financing on a new 2022 Subaru Ascent, going on now.
If you don't have a primary care doctor for your family, Premium Urgent Care provides all general health services at multiple Valley locations. Set your appointment online and Premium Urgent Care will serve you quickly for the health of those you love. Get quality care at Premium Urgent Care today.
KSEE 24 News begins with your forecast first from your local weather authority.
I'm Chief Meteorologist AJ Fox. Broken records today. The previous record was 85. A couple of now it will stand as 88, and a couple of valley spots did hit 90 today. Taking a look at our live radar, you can see that the skies are clear. Our valley cam also, as the sun is getting ready to go over the horizon, clear skies. More record-breaking temperatures tomorrow, but later on this weekend, clouds will increase and temperature forecast coming up. KSEE 24 News at 6:30 starts right now.
Local news that matters. This is KSEE 24 News at 11.
A proposal by the governor to help alleviate some of the pain Californians are feeling at the pump.
Also, is there a lack of transparency from city leaders when it comes to the local housing crisis in the city of Fresno? There's a group of advocates that say there is. We'll have more on the demonstration outside City Hall today. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alex Zombalakian.
And I'm Stephanie Barugian. Governor Newsom today releasing the details of his gas rebate proposal. He wants to send hundreds of dollars to California car owners and pause on some taxes on fuel. Ashley Zavala explains the details and how soon Californians could see relief under his plan.
The governor's proposal is now the fourth idea coming out of the state capitol to try to address rising gas prices. Now, more than 2 weeks after promising relief in his State of the State address, Governor Newsom says he wants to send debit cards full of cash to California car owners.
That direct relief will address the issue that we all are struggling to address, and that's the issue of gas prices, not only here in our state, but of course all across this country.
Governor Gavin Newsom Wednesday proposed sending $400 debit cards to car owners who have vehicles registered in California. The plan would provide payments to those who own or each individual could receive up to 2 payments. For families with more than 1 car, payments would be capped at 2 vehicles. The governor's office estimates the average California driver spends about $300 on gasoline excise tax in a year. Eligibility would be based on vehicle registration, not tax records. The governor's $11 billion proposal would use $9 billion to fund the rebates and the rest of the money to halt an increase to the gas tax based on inflation and pause a part of the sales tax on diesel. Plus, money to transit systems to provide free rides for 3 months. Newsom's office says if approved, payments could be sent out as soon as July. Republicans say that's not soon enough.
Now, in March, that's when people are feeling the pain right now is in the present. It's so hard for people to get by in California these days. We already had the highest cost of living in the country. And now with inflation being felt in all facets of people's lives, having to pay these just unbelievable, absurd gas prices, it's putting a lot of people, close to the edge.
So while Newsom and legislative leaders debate the details on any rebate proposal, Republicans say they will be forcing a vote on suspending the state's gas tax again Thursday morning. Reporting at the state capitol, Ashley Zavala, KSEE 24, local news that matters.
And while state lawmakers work to help ease the pain at the pump, you can find the lowest gas prices in your area by going to our website, yourcentralvalley.com, clicking on Gas Tracker. The Fast Trip in Sanger offering gas at just under $5 a gallon. Costco in Fresno selling it at $5.09, and Walmart in Kerman has gas listed at $5.13 a gallon.
Fresno Mayor Jerry Dyer asking for an independent and external audit of Fresno City Council's next 3 weeks after the spending that was alleged to be unethical. Now, again, this audit comes following Gary Bredefeld's accusing other council members of misusing city funds. 3 of the accused council members addressing those allegations as, quote, political weapons, and are welcoming the independent audit.
We on the City Council, we're committed to doing an audit. What we're not committed to doing is an audit conducted by a single council member. From the administration.
An item on the City Council agenda tomorrow has been introduced, which could move the review and audit process forward.
Today, affordable housing advocates protesting outside Fresno City Hall, accusing City Council members of a lack of transparency and demanding that city leaders host open meetings with the community to address the local housing crisis. Our Liv Johnson with the latest.
We believe the mayor is silencing us.
As the cost of living and renting continues to rise, affordable housing advocates in Fresno are demanding city leaders hold a special public meeting to discuss a housing plan and allow input from local residents.
Stop having closed-door meetings about housing policies that affect the entire community.
In 2021, the city brought in a consulting group to study displacement in Fresno, host community meetings, and identify actions to reduce and prevent it. Protesters say the city council is coming up with their own plan they believe will benefit specific developers, landlords, and real estate investors.
Why not move forward with the one that's been researched, the one that's been paid for, the one that had community engagement?
All of the community input that went into those Here to Stay meetings all last year, and they're setting it aside.
46 recommendations were included in the final Here to Stay report. Activists are demanding the council take action on the 10 they believe will have the most immediate and robust impact.
The ones that we're asking for immediately are stronger protections on just cause evictions, a full comprehensive right to counsel, and rent stabilization.
Liv Johnson, KSEE 24, local news that matters.
In the South Valley, a major bust involving the DEA ends with nearly 80 pounds of illegal drugs and 50. The Tulare County Sheriff's Office sharing some of the photos of what they seized through 6 arrests that they made, including a drug dealer from Exeter who was caught with 50 pounds of meth he was selling in Las Vegas. Through search warrants served in Exeter, Farmersville, and Woodlake, deputies also found 17 pounds of meth, 4 pounds of heroin, and more than 6 pounds of fentanyl. Detectives say 14 of the 50 stolen guns recovered were taken from the Exeter area.
Downtown Fresno is going to be filled with the sounds of soccer tonight as 2 Mexican League soccer teams meet up at the pitch at Chancey Park. Our Juanita Adame is at the stadium with more on what fans are experiencing tonight. Juanita?
That's right, Steph, and the stadium is filling up quickly. People have been lining up since 5 o'clock this afternoon to get inside and watch Las Chivas de Guadalajara and Las Pumas. Now, this is going to be a friendly Mexican soccer game, and we did speak to Derek Franks this afternoon. He is the Grizzly president, and he told us Chancey Park has a capacity of 10,800 people, and 12,000 tickets were sold. He said the last time the Chivas were in town was in 2017. He also said they've added 1,500 bleacher seats for fans, and in all, they are excited and looking forward to a good night.
It's the first major event of 2022. We ended last year with some great events, but this really feels like the kickoff to where we are today with COVID, and we're going to start off on a really fun note with a packed crowd. Be safe and fun for everybody.
Now, this game is going to start in about an hour at 7:30. Franks also told us that they have Fresno PD throughout the stadium and security throughout the stadium. And anybody that's planning to come out, get out here soon because it is filling up quickly. Live here in downtown Fresno, Juanita Adame, KSEE 24, local news that matters.
That's the place to be tonight, huh?
It is.
Yeah. All right, coming up here at 6:30, a special education teacher in Lemoore being recognized.
How she connects with each of her students when we come back.
Your weather headlines for tonight. The records will continue tomorrow and even getting close to 90 degrees in Fresno. Increasing clouds, though, this weekend, followed by showers on Sunday night. And we'll start next week a much cooler day as a result. Your 4-day allergy forecast brought to you by Boss Allergy, staying in the very high range right on through Sunday. Ash, elm, and juniper, the predominant pollens. And I'll have your complete forecast as KSEE 24 News continues.
This is KSEE 24 News at 6:30 with Alexon Balakian, Stephanie Barugian, and the certified most accurate forecast with AMS certified Chief Meteorologist AJ Fox. Your local weather authority. KSEE 24, local news that matters.
I'm waking up my day. Get it started, turn it up, turn it on, keep the morning moving right along. Yeah, I'm waking up my day, you make it feel alright. I'm waking up my day, waking up my day. Don't you know I'm ready for whatever comes my way.
It's amazing what you can do while you're donating blood.
I can enjoy a guilty pleasure.
On.
But I don't understand you.
But what you're really doing
It's saving my life.
Who is she?
saving a life is so easy.
You can do almost anything else while doing it.
Make an appointment now to donate blood.
I did not see that coming.
There's a smart way to get your clothes dry cleaned and pressed. Simply, safely, and conveniently. Call Mastercraft Natural Dry Cleaning in Fig Garden Village. They'll come to your home or business, pick up your waiting laundry, and deliver your freshly cleaned and pressed clothes once a week, every week. Results are fantastic. Pickup and delivery are free. Serving Fresno, Clovis, and now Riverstone, Brighton Crest, and Carruthers. Only Mastercraft offers this service. Cleaned, pressed, and looking your best. Mastercraft Natural Dry Cleaning, Fig Garden Village.
Sometimes choosing can be difficult, but at Corner Bakery, we're making your choice simple with Choose 2 options every day. Choose 2 of your favorites and turn a simple lunch into a perfectly paired meal. And we're not talking about a few Choose 2 options. Pair up any sandwich or panini, any cafe fresh salad or warm simmering soup, or any pan sauteed pasta. So many kitchen crafted options, so little time. Your perfect Choose 2 combination is waiting at the Corner Bakery.
Sell your car today. Start the process from the comfort of home at FresnoLexus.com.
Now, AMS certified Chief Meteorologist AJ Fox with your local weather authority forecast.
Well, if you went outside today and you said, wow, it's really warm, you're right. Our temperatures were in record territory today. In fact, blowing the lid off the record previously, we got to 88. Previous record was 85 for an afternoon high, and that was set back in 1926. If we could have held on for a couple more years, it would have been a 100-year record. Looking outside at our Valley Cam from our own studios, beautiful sunset that's going on right now, and we're going to see more of those in the next couple of days. Our temperatures currently holding an 88 in Fresno. That's our official high. 87 in Lemoore, where they touched 90. Porterville also had a 90 for a high temperature, and they're now at 87. 83 in Madera, 84 in Merced. That's compared to 24 hours ago. Significantly warmer than yesterday. Now, we're going to kind of level off with the temperatures, and then we'll actually start a slow, at first, cooling trend. It'll get going this weekend and early next week. Live radar very clear out there, and our satellite pictures showing the same thing. Not a cloud in the sky. We are looking at, in the west, still very strong high pressure. And as long as this high pressure or ridge remains in place, our skies remain clear, our temperatures remain very high, and that's why we broke records today. It is why we're going to break records again tomorrow. A little bit of cloudiness in Northern California, but for us in the Central Valley, we're going to stay clear. And again, warmer than where we were today by a degree, but as I said, kind of leveling off. You'll notice how warm it is in the overnight hours. 54 for Porterville, 51 in Tulare and Hanford, 52 in Selma, 53 for 5 Points, 58 even in Squaw Valley, 51 in Madera, 50 in Chowchilla, 51 in Merced, and also Los Banos. High temperature of 88 in Merced, but 90. Dos Palos, Firebaugh, Mendota, San Joaquin, and 5 Points, all on the west side of the valley. 89, though, in Selma, Hanford, 88 in Visalia and Porterville, Pixley, 87. 87, 86 for Delano. Air quality, that'll be moderate on the valley floor again. No big surprise, but good air quality in Sequoia National Park. Your renewable solar forecast, very high on Thursday, not quite so high for Friday and Saturday because we're going to see an increase in clouds. Tonight, you can expect clear skies and staying pretty warm. Looking for an overnight low of 57 degrees. That's definitely above normal by several degrees. And then tomorrow, another record breaker, a high of 89. Previous record would have been 85 degrees. It's still technically the record until we actually get that warm tomorrow. 88 will be the high on Friday. The record is 85. The record is 87 on Saturday. That is the exact number that I'm forecasting for Saturday. We'll get a little bit cooler and no threat of a record after that as we see clouds rolling in. Sunday night late, like after midnight, we're going to see the showers come in, and so Monday we'll have showers during the day and a whole lot cooler. But once those showers clear out by Tuesday, early morning at the very latest, then we're going to see temperatures warming up again, lower 70s and then upper 70s on Wednesday. Regional forecasts are available on our website at yourcentralvalley.com, so please go check them out there, and our daily Spanish newscast that I participate in too. So we'd love to have you go check that out.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
Sounds good.
Hopefully we get some April showers.
Well, yeah, we were hoping for March too, and that didn't turn out to be much.
No miracle there, right?
No.
All right, AJ, thank you.
A special education teacher at Lemoore High School is being recognized for her outstanding work and pushing her students to be their best.
All right, Caroline Collins introduces us to our Educator of the Week.
I'm speechless, which never happens.
Mrs. Jana Connerich surprised as she's presented with $124 to GW School Supply and learned she's been nominated as KSEE24's Educator of the Week.
I love teaching. I truly feel like it's my calling.
The one-time stay-at-home mom decided to become a special education teacher. She began teaching 4 years ago. She also co-teaches some general education math courses. Since starting her career in the classroom, she challenges her students to be their very best and takes the time to get to know each and every student.
But I feel like she's one that kind of really understands it, understands teaching, understands her kids. She doesn't just do it for no reason. You can tell she really has a real connection with her students.
She really is like the best. She's one of the teachers that I can trust and tell her about my days, and she'll help me and she'll get me through it. And she's just amazing.
She's also very involved with Lemoore High School outside of her classroom.
You know, she can be seen at all of our events. She regularly comes to football games and basketball games because she really values those that extra time with students and developing those relationships, and you can see that it really matters.
Mrs. Connerich says that teaching her students is a great honor.
They're our future. I mean, I know it's cliche, but they are. Like, I want a good society to grow old in, and if I teach them well, then I know they'll take care of me.
Mrs. Connerich, KSEE24's Educator of the Week. Caroline Collins, KSEE24, local news that matters.
And still to come on KSEE24 News at 6:30, the confirmation hearing for President Biden's pick for the U.S. Supreme Court is getting heated.
We have reaction from both sides of the aisle to the nominee's third day of hearings when we get back.
Character matters. It's the foundation for student success.
The Tulare County Office of Education and KSEE24 are committed to what matters.
We partner together to bring you weekly stories of students living these pillars of character.
Trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, citizenship.
Those who do what's right are great role models and are changing the world for the better.
Your Character Matters, Tuesdays at 5 on KSEE24. Local news that matters.
KSEE24 is brought to you by J-Pot Mini Hot Pot and Bar.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Get low financing on Camry or $500 cash back when you finance with Toyota on the all-new Corolla Cross.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Are you struggling with belly fat or love handles? Then you need Cool Sculpting, the world's leading Mystique Medical Spa. Cool Sculpting is an FDA-cleared medical procedure that freezes away unwanted fat for good without surgery and little to no downtime. High stress can cause the hormone cortisol to store fat, but Cool Sculpting at Mystique Medical Spa helps you transform your body and get the results you want. For a free Cool Sculpting consultation, call Mystique Medical Spa today.
The weather is changing, grass is sprouting, and flowers are blooming earlier than usual.
Buzz Allergy knows that colds, as well as COVID-19 and other viruses, have similar symptoms to allergies, asthma, and sinus issues. Take away the guesswork and get proper diagnosis and early treatment before allergy symptoms arrive. There's no need to suffer. Live a full and active life. Contact Buzz Allergy today and breathe easier.
No more watches.
I'm definitely not wearing a watch or jewelry anymore.
Men and women who wear expensive watches targeted by thieves. They've had enough of wearing them.
No watches.
Next, Inside Edition.
Inside Edition tonight at 7 on KSEE 24.
For 28 years on the accomplishments of our schools, teachers, students, and administrators throughout Fresno County. And now, this informative feature is heard daily on K-Jewel and Kino. Listen for Fresno County Superintendent of Schools, Jim Yavino, sharing stories of success and achievement thanks to the generous support of the Education. Heard daily on K-Jewel 105.5 and 50,000 watt 940 KYNO.
Begin your future here with life-changing instruction, life skills for success, lifelong relationships. Join us on campus or online. California Christian College. Education with an anchor.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Nice.
Solid imagination.
Get low financing on the all-new redesigned Tundra or conquer the toughest terrains with Tacoma.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Next, DT, we're at the iHeartRadio Music Awards for J-Lo's iconic honor.
I'm on a high right now. I'm sorry. I'm just babbling.
Then, one-on-one with Pamela Anderson. Next, DT.
Entertainment tonight, weeknights at 7:30 on KSEE 24. This is KSEE 24 News at 6:30.
Well, today marked day 3 of Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson's nomination hearings. And today it got heated as the Judiciary Committee had a lot to say between gavels and banging and senators yelling at each other. It was a very active day for Judge Jackson. Questions on Capitol. They continue to assert Judge Jackson is soft on crime. Democrats are commenting they are disappointed in their Republican colleagues' line of questioning.
I think you're doing it wrong, and every judge who does what you're doing is making it easier for the children to be exploited.
To see the badgering of this woman as she's trying to testify, I thought was outrageous.
Democrats are confident Judge Jackson will still be confirmed to the Supreme Court regardless of Republican opposition.
Madeleine Albright, the first female Secretary of State for the U.S., passed away today. Albright was appointed under President Clinton in 1996, making her the highest-ranking woman in the history of the United States government at that time. In 2012, she was awarded the Medal of Freedom by President Obama. Albright was 84 years old.
President Biden arriving in Brussels this afternoon, where he is now meeting with NATO allies to discuss Russia's invasion into Ukraine. President Biden would not comment on what he plans to say to NATO leaders, but did say he's concerned Russian President Vladimir Putin could use chemical weapons against Ukraine. NATO Secretary General says he believes the leaders will decide to send more aid to Ukraine.
Include assistance as well as equipment to help Ukraine protect against chemical, biological, and radiological and nuclear threats.
Today, the State Department announcing the U.S. government has determined Russia is committing war crimes in Ukraine, and they plan to pursue legal action.
Still ahead at 6:30, a shipwreck was discovered off the coast of Louisiana.
How long ago researchers believe it sank?
No more watches.
I'm definitely not wearing a watch or jewelry anymore.
Men and women who wear expensive watches targeted by thieves. They've had enough of wearing them.
No watches.
Next, Inside Edition.
Inside Edition tonight at 7 on KSEE 24.
Paul Mitchell, the School Fresno, is proud to be helping future professionals follow their dreams and reach great goals. We can help you pursue your career in cosmetology or barbering, and financial aid is available to those who qualify. Come make it happen now at Paul Mitchell, the School Fresno.
Disaster and damage can strike anytime. It's good to know the professionals at Servpro have the training and equipment to get your life back on the right track. Whether it's water, fire, or storm damage, for restoration and cleaning, count on Servpro of Clovis, Visalia, Fresno, and Shaver.
Hamilton, in Fresno at the Soroyan. Get tickets at BroadwayInFresno.com.
The Jeep Celebration event is kicking off at family-owned and operated Fresno Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat. And if you're looking for fun, if you're looking for adventure, or if you're just looking for something new, we've got you covered. Get mudslinging deals like this on a great selection of the most awarded SUVs on the planet. Jeep.
We look forward to earning your business. Come join our family today.
Fresno Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Fiat on Blackstone between Bullard and... Is for the...
Catholic Church. Many states have extended the window to file a claim for victims of childhood sexual abuse. It doesn't matter how long ago it happened.
If you or someone you love were a victim of sexual abuse by a priest, any employee, or other Catholic Church official, now is the time to hold these abusers accountable. We are here to help. Call Right to Fight now for a free and confidential consultation regarding your case.
800-926-3043.
You could be eligible for financial compensation after years of suffering in silence. Remember, you are not alone. More survivors are stepping forward every day to help stop the abuse.
If you or a family member were a victim of abuse by an authority figure in the Catholic Church, stand up for your justice and make the confidential free call to Right to Fight now.
800-926-3043. That's 800-926-3043.
The time to file in your state may be limited due to strict deadlines. Your claim may not be accepted if you wait.
Why was Jacoby & Myers voted the #1 injury law firm 3 years in a row? Because we have experienced attorneys, we deliver for our clients, and we win again and again. We get our clients up to 10 times the original insurance offer. Choose Jacoby & Myers.
KSEE 24 News is brought to you in part by HR Mobile Services.
Tomorrow on KSEE 24 Sunrise, keeping your car at top performance can help you save gas.
We're going to give you a preview of a smog event at the fairgrounds and what to do if your car doesn't pass. All that and more tomorrow on KSEE 24 Sunrise.
Well, finally, this is quite the find. A whaling ship that sank more than 200 years ago, discovered in the Gulf of Mexico today. The ship, named Industry, was built in 1885 and measured 64 feet long. The wreckage of the Industry was found thanks to a team of scientists using a remote vehicle on the floor of the Gulf of Mexico. Researchers believe the ship sank in the summer of 1936.
It's amazing that they found it,
Oh,
could retrieve it.
yeah, a lot of treasure there,
All
and
right,
a lot of sunshine.
we wish we would get a lot of rain, but that's not going to
it doesn't
happen.
look like that's going to happen. And it does look like we're still looking at maybe a quarter inch of rain, but that's coming late Sunday and record-breaking temperatures. We'll break a record on Thursday. We'll break it on Friday. We'll tie it probably on Saturday, but then the clouds come in and those changes that I discussed are going to be coming our way.
All right, that does it for us. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you back here at 11.
Choose a spokesbird.
They're not your typical eye care company. I'm not your typical penguin. We're a team. There's no I in eye care. Wait.
Get 2 pairs of glasses, including an eye exam, anti-glare lenses, and same-day service for only $79.
No matter what's happening outside with the Lennox Ultimate Comfort System, it's always perfect inside. Not just perfect air, perfectly tuned to your home air. And operates whisper quiet.
The Lennox Ultimate Comfort System. Perfect air, fully realized. Don't you wish everything was perfect? Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Donald P. Dick Air Conditioning today.
Our service departments, they are the key. They have one of the toughest jobs in the dealership, if not the toughest job. To be good at it, it takes an active listener, an individual who wants to not only hear what you say and write it down, but ask you a few more questions to get a little more in depth to make sure that he or she understands exactly what your problem is. It is vital to try to keep our scope of work very focused on what we need to try to accomplish in order to fix the vehicle right the first time.
The March Tempur-Pedic event is on.
Check out the incredible selection of Tempur-Pedic mattresses and foundations for your best sleep.
And right now, you'll get free white glove delivery and no interest financing until 2027.
That's not all. In addition to your perfect sleep system, you'll also get a $300 More Furniture gift card to be used on your next furniture purchase or Tempur-Pedic bedding accessories.
There's no reason to hesitate on the better night's sleep at the best value only at Sleep More inside More Furniture.
Why would Stanton Optical choose a spokesbird?
They're not your typical eye care company. I'm not your typical penguin. We're a team. There's no I in eye care. Wait.
Get 2 pairs of glasses, including an eye exam, anti-glare lenses, and same-day service for only $79.
Now YourCentralValley.com pros who know.
When sending and receiving packages, request that your delivery company put them out of sight on your porch. And remember to track your packages and monitor your AmeriGuard doorbell camera.
For more expert advice, go to YourCentralValley.com/pros who know.